because the body shape is the person's responsibility, but the body type is what your mama gave you.
Slide and disc exercises are challenging full body workouts.
We are successfully aging.
Never too late to start. And you got to make that commitment to yourself.
Nothing beats a failure but a try. And good morning. And remember, nothing beats a failure but a try. Hey, my name is Tony Hill, and welcome to our new platform, Ageless. Ageless is defined as never looking old or appearing to grow old. Don't we want to successfully age? As Mike Green says, yes. So we welcome you to this Sunday's show. We have an amazing show today. Shout out to our sponsors, 41 Productions, 41 Sets, TK Fitness, Touche Fitness, Successfully Aging, Mike Green, and Jeff Rose Botanicals. Thank you guys so much for your sponsorship and support. Thank you for everyone who's tuning in and subscribing to our show. Thank you so much. We really welcome you. So without further ado, I'm going to welcome my partner, Doug Jeffrey.
Hey, good morning, Tony. Happy Sunday,
What's up,
buddy.
brother?
Yeah,
Doing,
man.
man. I mean, this has been an amazing journey. I hear that you are fighting something. That's why, the audience wanted to know where was Doug, so hey.
Yeah, I think I got the latest version of COVID, so I'm on the mends, though. But thank you for giving me your well wishes. Starting to feel a little better, actually.
Yeah, we was really concerned about you, man. You actually look younger. You actually look younger. You must have had a lot of stuff you had to get out.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ageless. What is Ageless? Ageless is, as you said in the opening, that never looking like you're aging. And, I want to equate getting older to a classic car.
Yeah.
That still holds its own. So if you really take care of yourself, and let's face it, you are what you eat. That's the biggest thing. What you put into this lovely temple that's been given to us, you really get a grip on that and monitor that. I mean, you can age gracefully, and there's a lot of Dolly Parton's a perfect example. You look at her. You talk about ageless.
Yeah,
age like that.
Oh man, I'm telling you. And the beautiful thing too is, for those who tuned in before and it was Fit Over 50, we thought we can explain. We thought that Fit Over 50 kind of put us in a box, and so we, Jeff and I, Doug, I'm just Jeff. I'm listening to your last name, but Doug and I, we wanted to appear to all audiences, but we've got information from you guys and response from you guys that, hey, it's only targeted over 50. So, I mean, there's much more people out there. So we changed it to Ageless to fit all demographics, all aspects of fitness and health and people. And, if you really go in deep into the meaning of it, it's a person or a thing whose age cannot be defined, right?
Exactly.
It's non-existent, and it appears not to change. And this is basically, I think that all of our content and everything that we're doing as we grow with you guys, we're learning the value.
Let me share something. Recently, right? I'm going to be 61 in a couple weeks, and let me see if I can I'll show you the picture. Candace, can you get my wallet for me, please, son? I have a driver's license picture, right? From
my goodness,
20 years ago. This is the creepiest looking thing, Tony. When I show you these two driver's license, other than a little silver on my hair, you cannot really tell the difference. This is mind-boggling when I had this done. So just bear with me for 1 second. So let me that's that one. This is what we talk about by being ageless. Okay, so can you see? Is that going to work?
Look closer. Wait a minute. Look closer. Oh, look closer. Look closer. Oh, Doug, man, you don't even look
no but
different.
That's 20 years, right?
Yeah.
Now this is recent.
Oh my goodness.
It's amazing. So you talk about aging, being ageless. It's like you look at me and it's how old am I? How old are you? It's it's really it's taking care of and respecting that temple that was given to us And this can all be done with exercise and eating correctly. We are what we eat. So, and it's never too late to start. That's the beauty of it. Our human body is an amazing creation, and you could start and you can reverse those years in a very short period of time by taking care of yourself.
Most definitely. So, hey, we always have these topics that we want to talk about to start the show, which is very cool. We're going to talk about stretching because that's a big misconception. And I think if nothing else, we'll add to your information that you already have, because to me, there's 5 benefits of stretching, like increased range of motion, prevention of aches and pains, reduces the risk of overuse injuries, improves performance, promotes relaxation and stress. But Doug, more defined. I think you came up with a more.
Yeah, I actually have 10. So stretching promotes circulation.
Yes.
Which, especially as we age, it's so important, because the circulation, getting that blood flowing through your veins, your body, it really it is amazing benefits. That's why yoga is really like taking off. Because that is one of the secrets of staying young and being flexible, as far as arthritis, as far as joints, and everything across the board. So it definitely promotes circulation. Stretching improves posture. As we age, gravity is going to take us down. So by stretching, you're it's like a rubber band. You don't use it, it gets stiff, brittle. So by actually stretching those muscles, you can correct your posture. And me, Tony, my shoulders aren't the best. My shoulders want to turn in.
Right.
So for the last couple of years, every morning I've been getting up, I've been stretching my shoulders back. So, when you see somebody that's aging, they're hunched over instead of pulling your shoulders back and being very proud.
Yes.
Stretching also reduces muscle stiffness and soreness. It's going to get the lactic acid out of your body after a workout. So all these things are so important. And stretching is one of the easiest things you can do. Even when you're starting out, if you just want to bend over and try and touch your toes,
I always, that saying.
What I wanted to do is I wanted to take a camera and walk around and start. I'll give you $5 if you could bend over and touch your toes without bending your legs. You would be surprised the amount of people that cannot even do that.
Exactly. I used to tell them, I says, if you can't touch your toes, touch your knees. If you can't touch your knees, touch your ankles. If you can't touch your ankles, maybe one day you'll get there. Just keep fighting.
Keep trying. And lower back. It increases lower back pain, because the tie-in on the glute, that tie-in from the hamstrings to the glute is such a small connection right there, and the glute's such a big muscle. And if your hamstrings are tight, that thing will pull so tight on you that it'll throw your back out.
Oh yes, for sure.
We have a question. Is it important to stretch before and after exercise? Most definitely. That's why you see athletes warming up. That's the one thing you want to make sure before you do any kind of salubrious activity, if you will. You want to make sure that those muscles are loose, because it's so easy to pull something.
Now, here's the key. The reason that here's the one big thing is, like, most people, there is in my time in fitness, I get a lot of athletes that come with muscle tears. You made a statement about the muscle being cold, right? When you stretch a cold muscle, you create what is called micro tears in the muscle.
Lengthens and relaxes the muscle.
Right. And so what happens is that if it's cold, so what I try to tell people, they do what is called dynamic stretching. What they kind of do, some athletes they'll actually knee highs real fast, and then they'll when they do the knee highs, then they'll do some push-ups, very small. Then they'll get back, and then they'll start stretching. Then they go knee highs, then a push-up, then they go back and do some more stretching. Because the core temperature of the body's warm, so it's less likely to tear the muscle. But after you get finished exercising, the beautiful thing about stretching is that what you said before, Doug, is that when the muscle's like this, and because of you exercising and it's all pumped up, you stretch it like that, and the blood goes in there.
Yeah, and it says it's interesting. It also increases blood flow to the muscle, as you
Exactly.
said, and delivering essential nutrients and oxygen that it can help reduce fatigue. Stretching helps to increase the range of motion, making it easier to perform complex movements that that are so important. So performance. Not only stretching helps performance, but it also helps safety to really loosen and warm those muscles up.
Yeah, man, stretching is it's so important. It's so important, and like I
Especially as
think you,
when we're younger, it was never in my sights to stretch. But now at 60, almost 61 years old, it is so important to stretch.
it's like especially after cardio. Oh
Yeah.
man, it's like you feel so good, man. For I'm gonna give them a shameless plug. At the Harvard School of Medicine, they have, if anyone's interested, they have like 35 exercises to improve flexibility and reduce pain. And this is on the Harvard Medical School website, Harvard Health Publishing. And they spell it all out for you right there. It's really cool. So if you want any more information, you can actually go there, or you can reach out to us at our email, or you can DM us on Instagram or YouTube or whatever. So, hey, man, that was so good.
Also, stretching can boost your mood too, because it's releasing all these endorphins. And I can contest to this, boy. You get a nice stretch going on, you get this rush of endorphins being thrown in. It's like, oh my God, it feels amazing.
Yeah. I tell you, man, I'll be down there. Actually, I got to stretch today, mind you. Thank you so much for reminding me of that.
Another little tidbit, it can lower blood pressure too. Basically, through man, it seems like a small thing. Stretching can help a big impact on your health, such as reducing blood pressure, which when you stretch your muscles, you relax and the heart rate slows down. This gives your heart a chance to rest and lower your blood pressure. So a simple 15-minute stretch session can leave you feeling refreshed and relaxed.
Yes.
And also, right before you go to bed, it will help you with a good night's rest too. So
I'm telling you, man. Hey,
across the board. I mean, if you're not going to do, for a lot of people that just don't know what to do, they're sitting on the couch and they say, "Hey, I want to do something. I want to get started." So, simplest thing, do a little warm up, a little stretch, just simple little basic things, whatever you can do. Take a walk around the block. You start with that. Within a very short period of time, you commit to it 3 days a week. I guarantee you will notice, you will feel better, and you will start to see the benefits of getting that heart rate up, being flexible, all these things. And it's all comes down to, 85, 90% of what you put into this beautiful temple that was gifted to us.
Wow, Doug, man, you're getting smart, man. We need to do more shows, bro. Look, he's turning into a guru now. Look at him, man.
That's
I love it.
This platform is all about sharing and giving back out there, folks. So what's going to work for myself or Tony might not necessarily work for you. So this is an open forum.
Yeah,
That's why we'd love to hear your comments. We want to engage with you. Because we're learning every single day. If anybody comes up and says, "I have all the answers," that's a crock of cookies. Nobody has all the answers. And what qualifies us to sit here and tell you and talk to you?
Exactly.
64, I'm going to be 61. The proof is in the pudding, my friends. We respect this. We respect ourselves, and that's what it comes. Self-love, man. You love yourself. You feel good, man. You got so much more to offer to those families and your loved ones.
So remember to subscribe, share, like, share, like, comment, blah, 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 blah. We need it. Now that we changed the platform, we should have floods.
I'm curious to see what I look like at 70. Because
me too,
as
bro.
I travel, I was just back east, right? And I'm always kind of curious to just, I love to learn about people and I love the people's stories, right? Mm-hmm. And some of the people I met, wonderful people, but you go and I'm like, so how old are you? And early 50s, and they look like they're pushing 70. So what does that say? They're not taking care of themselves, and there really is no excuse.
Yeah. There's no excuse, brother. None whatsoever, man. So, hey, you know what?
We got Mike Green.
Time for my man from Sweden. Hey, the man with the plan. It's time for Rambro.
Rambro.
The successful aging guru. But before we bring him on, he's got something to say.
Oh, let's see what Mike's got to say.
Did you know that the rapeseed plant, that's scientifically known as Brassica napus, was genetically modified in Canada in 1974, in which many in the United States now know as canola oil?
Mike, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Hello.
What?
How's Sweden?
Yeah.
I didn't even know, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, I ain't even got Mike. Hey, I ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah, so we were talking before we came on, folks, and we were briefly talking about all these oils that are genetically modified, which that's just wrong in my
But I
eyes.
see. Before we get into that, though, did we answer the yoga flexibility? Did we?
Yoga, for the most part, is one of the best things for flexibility.
Yeah.
Especially, I'll tell you what, if you're going to do anything other than walking and yoga, I would guarantee, and you commit to that within 3 months, you can actually truly change your body, the way
and you can trim your own toenails.
Yeah.
That's so important, Tone.
But but put your feet.
Thanks for sharing that little tidbit.
Okay.
But
Come on, Mike.
Really quick before we get into the genetically modified organisms. Since we've been on the subject of the stretching before this came on, that I want you guys to try something with me really quick. And this is for people that they're on their laptops most of the time, on their phones, and they're looking for some type of instant relief that can help them right away. Then there is a special stretch for that, and I'm going to demonstrate that right now. Okay, so if you put your hands up like in a praying motion right here.
Yeah.
Okay. No, all the way up, Tony. Yeah. Okay. Now, from that position, try to touch your forearms together. Bring your forearms in together.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Pulling on my shoulders are really tight. Actually, I can.
Yeah.
Feel
There you go,
that.
Tony. That's it. Yes. Now try it again. Go all the way to the top. Try to touch your forearms together and bring it down slowly.
My shoulders won't allow that, but
there you go.
yeah, and it feels great too. You can just feel that release of endorphins.
Yeah, there you go.
That feels great.
That's it. Up like you're in a praying motion. Touch your forearms together and bring it down slowly,
and then bring it back up.
Yeah.
Yes, and you can do about 8 repetitions for about 2 to 3 sets.
I almost started sweating.
Yeah, Mike, it's kind of funny because we were talking earlier about how stretching can change your posture, and it's funny you said that because what I'll do is I'll get my arms all the way up and I'll try and touch my ears and I'll hold it for 77 seconds, and I do this like 3 to 4 times a day because what it does is it pulls your shoulders back. Because I'm one of those people, I got like a gorilla thing where my shoulders turn in.
Yeah.
I found that really was able to.
Are you talking about this?
No, all the way up. You take it back and you pull it back past your ears. You hold it for 77 seconds, and it's amazing when you come down. Yeah. Release of everything. It feels great, actually.
This is good. All right.
Sitting in front of a computer.
Well, Mike, man. Well, miss you, bro. I can't wait till you come to Vegas, man.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it.
My house is your house, man. Huh?
When are you coming?
I'm thinking next month.
Oh, I'm gonna have to fly out too. So
yeah, I got to go to the States and everything, and I would love to see you gentlemen.
Oh, you know, I got you. You know, we
I
already
can
talked
learn.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, the wisdom that you two have is, and I'm a learner. I love to learn.
Me
so
too.
I'm looking forward to.
I can't wait to hear about the canola oil, though. Come on, let's go with it.
I'm a philomath, a polymath. That's I love knowledge.
Well, I hate math, so it's like I got to throw one in there, Doug. Come on, that smile. I got to see that smile. That smile.
Yeah, well, they do have a thing with if Doug, if you know something about geometry, that this is why they say, and some celebrities actually, when they say that I don't want my photo taken by a stranger. Okay, because what happens is there are specialists out there that know geometry that can do black magic. So when they take a full photo, right?
That's scary.
They could put it on a platform and cover it, right? And when they remove that cover, your face won't even be the same as from the picture that they took. So this is why they say, watch who's taking your pictures. They can use black magic on your still pictures.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that tidbit. And once again, I love when you come on and you music to my ears, the genetic species of all these plants, which is really pretty amazing.
What was it? What were we talking about? What was the name of that plant?
Oh, that's the Brassica napus.
Napus. Napus.
Yeah. So and then real quick before we get into this, because you guys start talking about exercise and stretching and stuff. They came out not too long ago with a study in Harvard University, right? And what the scientists found out is that for every hour of exercise that you do, from moderate to vigorous, it could add on 3 hours to your life.
Wow!
So I think that's something that
correct.
Look forward to.
And they say smoking removes how many hours of your life?
Oh, forget about it. Forget about it.
Yeah.
Forget about it. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Okay. All right, man. Let's get into the meat.
Yeah. Yes. We want to share, man. We want to give back. That's why anybody out there is listening, please, we'd love to hear your comments in regards to our topic of conversation. And once again, we learn from each other. It's all about sharing. So we love to share, especially when it comes about health and fitness.
Yeah, absolutely. And please, I definitely encourage the audience, everybody, to when you're in the supermarkets, to read your labels, learn how to read your labels. You know, the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, the USDA, United States Drug Administration, by law, these food manufacturers now have to put on the information of what's in these products. So what I'm calling them now is Franken Foods.
Franken Foods. Yep. There you go. Well said.
Yeah. Franken Foods, man. They turning this into something else. They experiment in the lab with it, and then all of a sudden they put it on the shelves, and then people are eating it up. That's why they say.
They're all long-term effects that are the studies have not even been done of all these ailments that are coming from these GMO foods.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's what Tony was saying earlier about the eczema. That's coming from not only what you eat, but also outside the environment. It's so deep because not only do you have to watch what you're eating now, but you also have to pay attention to what's in the environment. There's environmental factors that's playing a part on our health now. Even the clothes that we wear, for example, polyester is known to cause cancer.
It's plastic.
Yeah, the polyester is, and then now there's studies that scientifically proven that we have these micro pieces of plastic inside
Wow.
our lungs,
Mhm.
Yeah.
everywhere, inside our gut. I mean, plastic.
Wow.
Well, that's why I said before on some of the other shows, you go into a supermarket or a drugstore, look at the real estate that's contributed to stomach upset. I mean, it's amazing. So
Yeah.
people that have bloating, all these crazy things, it's the sad thing is it's a business too.
Yes.
They're
Yes.
making
Yeah.
money off of, they're in so many words, they poison our food, then they charge us for healthcare, which is kind of a little great business model. But
Yeah.
so that's why in the EU, we talked before, Mike, about how the EU is a little more stringent on some of the things
Yes.
that are banned in the EU.
Yes.
America still allows it to be put into our foods, which that should make you go,
Yeah.
They are very strict. They are very strict. The EU has these laws where you cannot come in a certain feet of animals and wild produce or whatever with any type of steroids,
Huh.
antibiotics, or anything that's going to harm this animal
That's even
or
crazier.
this plant. You just can't do it. In the States, they got all types of stuff. They got what is it? What people use on their lawns out there? The Roundup.
oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
there's a
that's some crazy stuff.
class action lawsuit,
Yeah.
with
Oh yeah.
with what it actually does to the human body. And it's sad because it really does come down to just we don't care about the public at large. It's all about how we can just layer our pocketbooks with money, which really wants to make you go. That's why if that does not give you pause to read your labels, I don't think anything else will.
Yeah, and the GMOs, with the GMO, with the rapeseed oil that now they call canola oil,
Right.
mazola oil comes from corn,
Right.
and of course you see soy beans in everything in the supermarkets. So these genetically modified organisms, the thing about that is when you look at your human structure, you are not genetically modified by
Correct.
nature. So why would you put it inside your body? Now you have a big war going on in there. And then for the people that don't have the knowledge, and you have to remember this too, when you go to your primary care physician, you have to realize that that doctor that went to school for probably 12, 16 years to get the master's or whatever, right? They may have only 1 year of studying nutrition.
Which is crazy, man.
Yeah.
End of the day,
Well,
it's crazy.
yeah, and you look at the high fructose corn syrup is another perfect example that your body that it's a foreign substance. Your body doesn't know what to do with it. And they say research says that it actually triggers the gene in your brain to make you continue to not be full. Like you just want to keep eating. What a brilliant thing to and
Isn't that crazy?
that is in everything.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
So anybody out there listening, make sure you read the label. You do not want high fructose corn syrup at
right,
all.
right. Hey, and for about if you guys can give them about 4 minutes, about approximately 4 minutes, I'm going to cut it off. But for our audience out there, there's something that I had found that I think is very interesting to share from a scientific point of view. It's genetically modified organisms. I mean, where do they come from? And this is like GMO one-on-one. So I'm going to play an audio, and so just let's pause for, and then come back for discussion on this one on GMO in reference to you can think about what Mike said earlier about canola oil, what they took it from nature. Just think about that as you listen to this. So I'm going to play it, and then I'll cut it off and we'll discuss it.
Genetically modified organisms, or GMOs, have had their DNA artificially modified by humans. using modern genetic manipulation techniques. By changing the DNA, so changing the genome of an organism, means we can change its characteristics. Humans have been artificially altering the genomes of plants and animals for thousands of years by selective breeding. Today, with advances in genetic engineering techniques, means we can speed this process up by incorporating specific new genes from one species into a completely unrelated species.
Now, you hear that? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That is, in and of itself, this is science.
Yeah.
So what we're talking about today,
Yeah.
it's scary for people who don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But they're actually creating the food, which kind of restructures our DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it doesn't. As you said, we are not genetically modified organisms.
Exactly.
So you're putting something that's foreign into this, beautiful creation, and they do not know over time how it is going to react.
Yes.
In our bodies.
And Michael, every time Michael goes out there to the forest and he explains, he gives the real name of the plant and everything. I mean, my mind is still stuck on the plant that he talked about, the natural source of the plant that he just said. And then he comes out and says, canola oil. I'll go, oh. But then I'm thinking about now the soil. Same concept.
Yeah, the soil with mass farming. I mean,
yes.
it's over harvest, so all the nutrition levels are depleted in the soil from mass farming, and it's becoming this vicious cycle of what the value of the quality and the value of our food anymore.
It's crazy. It's crazy, y'all.
Absolutely. The big takeover is soy. Is soy. And then you have the corn, and you have the peas, which was actually no, I'm going to go to the corn. The first hybrid corn was produced and sold commercially in the U.S. in 1922.
Modified corn in 1922.
Yes,
Wow.
It goes all the way back then. So now that raises the question: what were we really eating as children? And then growing up. So this remarkable body that we have, has been fighting off some things that we probably could never even imagine that it was fighting off until we got the knowledge of what was going on. And now we, the saying, once you know better, you do better.
Yeah. Knowledge is power.
Yeah. Once you know, you know.
Yeah.
But then you have addiction. Addiction is not only from drugs. You got cocaine,
sugar,
marijuana, you have heroin, you have all these different drugs, opioids, right? But addiction could also be from foods as well, from sugar, from salt.
Well, exactly. Sugar is a psychotropic.
And then
that's more that's more addicting than cocaine. I mean, for the most part.
Yeah. It's crazy out there, man, because thinking about the GMO stuff, I mean, it's like the main lab, where they do the main research at in Africa.
Wow.
That's where they do the main, and I want you to hear this really quick for the audience. Thank you. Want you to subscribe, like, and share the show, because like Doug and Michael and I, all we're doing is sharing information. We're an open book. We're open forum. We're not experts. As a disclaimer, we just research and study everything we talk about. You can find it on the website. Yeah. So don't think that we're sitting here thinking we know everything, because we really don't.
We don't.
We're doing
research.
Exactly. We're trying to encourage you to look.
Yeah, exactly. And if you if you have a topic, please put that in the comment. We'd love to pick up that topic, and we'll dissect that topic.
And that's why we call it Ageless, because we're all there. But for about a couple of minutes, I want you to listen to something, and then I'm going to tell you who it is at the end.
Okay. South Africa, Burkina Faso, questions that came in. regarding GMOs. A lot of people want to know how you balance the opportunity to address food scarcity with the concerns that many have around GMOs.
Right, so genetically modified organisms, that's where you create a new seed by using some biological approach that changes the gene. One example is you can put a gene in that prevents the plant from getting disease. And so a disease that's wiping out the crops of poor people and causing tens of thousands to starve, you can get rid of that. The techniques we're using here were actually invented for human medicine. And in the case of human medicine, we don't have a total ban on all drugs that are created this way, nor do we have a total acceptance. What we do is each drug gets created, it's trialed, and then each country has scientists who look at, okay, what are the benefits and what are the risks of that new drug, and they decide. And it's a very sophisticated system that's trying to maximize human welfare. For plants, it's going to be the same. That is, to a priori say, no, we don't want that seed that blocks disease, that's dooming the poorest to never have this kind of tool. And it'd be ironic, since many of these advances are creating things like drought tolerance that poor people only need because rich people have been emitting so much CO2 that the climate conditions are worse for those poor people.
Now, let me break something down for you. There's something he's focusing on: poor people. You see, and let me tell you who this is. This is the CEO of Microsoft, not absolutely. A scientist. This is Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Bill Gates has just bought so much farmland to where now he's monopolizing. He didn't not only do the computer system with Microsoft or the internet system, but now he's kind of cornering the food. And this is the CEO of Microsoft. How is he an expert, and who gave him the platform to talk about that? Because they're addressing, like he said, rich people. In other words, we have access to the better food, so let's cheapen nature so that we can help. Actually, he's talking about population control in a sense, subliminally.
Yeah.
He's telling you.
I have it right here, Tony. In less than a decade, he has accumulated more than 269,000 acres of farmland across 18 states.
See?
In the U.S. And his main thing is, especially with McDonald's French fries and carrots, onions, that's all coming from Bill Gates. That's all coming from the land that he has, that he's growing.
Exactly.
Remember, he is on record stating that he want to make sure McDonald's never run out of French fries.
Exactly, and
it's probably one of the worst things you could put in your body.
Oh, and 2 months ago, he said this:
we need to be prepared for the next pandemic.
You hear that? Now, if we said that, this is the CEO of Microsoft. What he know? Where's the pandemic coming from? Why he's saying it?
Exactly.
Gives you pause, and they say there's rumors that it was that pandemic was basically created by human hands.
Right, it's coming out of his mouth.
It's and you said, Tony, population control.
Yeah, Doug, it's like this. Look, Doug, I'm gonna take your life tomorrow. You can have me arrested.
Yeah.
This man is talking about a pandemic that could kill humans like COVID did without measure. And he's not even in CDC. He's not even a doctor or a scientist.
Well, some people think the only way to basically control global warming is to decrease this population tremendously. And that's really one of the only things you can do. So hence the irony of he was doing a conference, I believe, a simulation based on if there was a major pandemic, what would happen. Then lo and behold, a very short time after the pandemic did happen.
You see?
That gives you pause.
But see, to the audience out there, what we're talking about, I'm genuinely, my heart hurts for us, the people who really want to do the right thing. But what we're sharing about is our conviction. And That's why I'm giving you. You can find everything. It's all out here. We're not doing no conspiracy theory. We're not even talking about that. We're giving you the raw facts of what we're facing as a country and the human race as a whole. So don't think that we're trying to, kind of what do they call it? The foil aluminum people wearing foils over their heads over there. The tin foil theory. So that the G5 rays won't even penetrate your skull. We're not talking about that.
Yeah. Well, Tony and Doug, I tell you this, and I mean this wholeheartedly. Mother Nature doesn't need us. This planet will thrive without us. It will grow back everything, and it would be one of the most beautiful places on.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, and the era, right?
Humans.
Yeah, the era
We're tearing
that
it down.
Exactly.
The era that we're in right now is the Anthropocene era, which is anthropogenic, is basically the what man has done. I mean, that is that is the era that we're living in right now. How our planet is being put in a tailspin, and what do you do?
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
the thing is that when I look at my cat is being a full-fledged cat. That's his job. Tony, when you look at your dog, right? What's your dog name again?
Katsu.
Katsu. Okay, now
Katsu. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, Katsu. Okay, now Katsu every day. Katsu is being a full-fledged dog, just like a bird is being a full-fledged bird. Now, as a human being, what am I doing each day to be a full-fledged human being? My job is to simply live life on this planet. Nothing more, nothing less. Everything else is just, it gets too complicated. Just live life.
Be the best you can be.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't, man. This is this blows me away every time we get together.
Yeah. It's deep because now from all of these foods, and remember, when I go back to the food deserts and everything like that, and to the foods I was eating since I was a child, that my body was somehow able to fight for me. And and I'm so grateful to still be here.
Yes.
At 51 years old, to be able to share my story with other people and to spread that love, because I know that is bigger than me. And then
it really is.
Amongst this stratosphere, who am I? We made this smaller than an ant. That's why I respect all forms of life.
Yes.
You look out in that universe amongst those stars, man. Who are we really?
Yes.
So it calls for respect, and also to love your neighbor and to help when you can. And when I say help, it doesn't have to come in the form of giving someone money or anything like that. It's not about that. It's just like what we're doing right now. We're spreading invaluable information for people don't know. Some of this information that we're given on this platform, people are paying for this top dollar every single day. The information we have, and this is from years of research. And you say me, Doug, Tony, the knowledge that we have all collectively put on this planet.
It's a lot of years.
Over 150 years.
Yeah.
I mean, so the thing is to push it out there. And I believe that people are going to come back. And I think we definitely need to get ready for this, because once, sometimes word of mouth could spread faster than social media.
Exactly. And that's what it is. As you say, there's so many platforms out there that are just looking to make a buck. And with us three, that we're just here to give you just the vastness of our knowledge from all three of us. We all come from different walks of life. We have different backgrounds.
Yeah.
But collectively, our main focus is on living a very healthy, prosperous life, and everything does start with you as far as taking care of this temple that was given to you. And it's ageless. I mean, to be 70 years old and not being able to get around, all those things, that's not what it's about. And to really have those golden years be special, where you can hang out with your grandkids, spend that quality time. I mean, that's what it's about. And you have to take care of yourself.
Yes, for sure.
How can you improve your quality of life each day? And one of the things is to stop doing things that does not serve you.
Yeah.
And for your purpose while you're living your life on this earth. So if you want to reverse the aging process, you can. This is what anti-aging is all about. There are certain phytochemicals, and when I say phyto, derives it's from Greek origin, and it means plant. Okay, so phytochemical means plant chemicals. Okay, so there's certain plant chemicals, let's say that's in blueberries, that can help with the anti-aging process. You have certain phytochemicals in all berries, in all fruits, in all plants that can help fight this process. And if you started today, I guarantee you, right? Let's say you just go all plant-based for 6 weeks. They would think you're starring in a new movie, 2024 Benjamin Buttons. What are you doing?
You know what would be a great idea, Tony? Some of the folks in your class, if we could bring them on, talk to them, and try and take somebody that really wants to push their game up a little more advanced, and see if we can have them come on every week or every other week and really try and dial in the diet, really try and dial in all these things, and watch the progression.
I could do a 6-week challenge. This is what the body needs. And we're talking about reversing type 2 sugar diabetes, hypertension, all these different things. If not, at least lower it and get those sugar levels correct, and also those blood levels correct. And I could do that. I could definitely do that 6-week challenge for anybody out there that want to do it with me, and they have the patience to really go in all plant-based. Vamos, that means in Spanish, let's go.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, one of my favorite episodes, if you will, was the Captain Crunch. Because the Captain Crunch. Because that's what, I mean, basically as a kid, we all grew up on those high sugar cereals. And they're claiming these things to be healthy.
They are, for real.
Back then, it's just like, what you really got to question the motive of what they're feeding us. And I mean, back on that now, Captain Crunch was, as Mike said, what was Captain Crunch? He was a evil
Captain James Colonel Crunch. The first box, the label on the box was called "Oops, Lacerations." Yes,
gotta love it.
Oops, there it is.
Oops, stay away from that stuff.
Yeah. The cat came right out the box. That was it.
So on the 6 weeks challenge, Mike, how you want to do this? Because I can announce it, and we can have. I can have a. What I want to do is I'm gonna have people like sign in, so we'll know the group that's actually going to do the the successful aging. I mean, we wanted to
Photos
be
before, after the whole.
yeah.
Really
So
chart this.
what's the date you want to start it? Let's tell the audience what date you want to start that.
Well, we can start it once we get the feedback, right? And once I get that, how many numbers? It could be, I would say a good number would be 10 people. We would do before and afters and everything like that. And then also, we need to know what can you do and what you're not able to do as far as physically. You see what I'm saying? From your doctor, do you have any restrictions?
Yes.
Correct.
Can you exercise? So, for example, if you are on heart medication, right, then you would have to talk to your primary care physician first to
Right.
see if you can do such a program. So first is always talk to your primary care physician. Let them know that you're going to do this 6-week challenge. It's going to be plant-based. It's going to be with exercises and everything like that, and see if it's the right choice for you, and go directly to your doctor first.
Yes. So the question is, what is plant-based? What does that mean? What we're talking about?
Plant-based is going to be mostly vegetables, fruits,
Okay.
whole grains, nuts, and seeds.
Okay.
And then you have water. Now you can juice, okay? You can also make smoothies, but then that's basically it. That is pure.
I can tell you, man, that sounds more practical than the plant-based I'm hearing, because people go to get those impossible things. And I said, do you ever pay? I tell them this. I said, do you ever pay attention to the word impossible? That means that it's not exactly what you're eating.
It's plant-based, but that plant-based has been engineered. It's processed upside down and backwards.
There you go,
Those things you do not
GMO,
want to
baby.
eat those things.
Yes.
Now the real plant-based out here, they have real plant-based burgers out here that's made from the peas, the little green peas.
Yeah, that's what you want. And there's probably 3 or 4 ingredients in it versus 20 ingredients, and half the stuff on the bottom you can't even freaking pronounce.
It's only like 3 ingredients.
Hey, Doug, if you say that, that's tough.
No, I know, but that's what's in that stuff.
And then what I'm talking about with the whole grains is that we're talking about quinoa.
Yes.
I love
we're
quinoa.
talking about you could definitely do brown rice, wild rice, even black rice. They got forbidden rice.
How about eggs?
Eggs is not plant-based.
Not plant-based,
Right.
so all plant-based. No, and
No,
the protein.
eggs can be vegetarian, but eggs is not
Vegetarian.
plant-based.
No, okay, all plant-based.
Yeah, this is strict plant. But we're talking about foods that really fill you up. So, say for example, if you have wild rice or like brown rice, and you make lentils with this
beans.
rice,
Yeah.
right? You're going to have all the protein and the fiber you need for the day. And then when you start adding your walnuts and stuff like that, sunflower seeds, all these different nuts and seeds, and then with your nutritious smoothie and everything like that, you'll be just fine. You won't be hungry.
I'm excited to watch and look at the before and after, just the overall weight loss, the quality of the skin, the complexion, everything. I think will have a dramatic change and let's face it, this stuff isn't processed.
So what we're going to do too is starting tomorrow, all week, I'm going to gather the names of the people who want to do the 6-week challenge, plant-based with Mike Green. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So what this is going to do also, it could open up them wanting to work with you one-on-one. So get ready for that. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I'm ready.
So the whole thing is that, and then that's going to build up. We hope to build our audience, things like that. What will we give them? The one who
does the best.
The top 3
group.
Should we give them what will be the top 3?
Jethro Botanicals.
Yeah.
Jethro Botanicals. Maybe we can get a coupon from some of our
Yeah,
sponsors.
yeah.
And see if we can
do
give them
that.
some people
Yeah,
that
we can
really
do that.
commit and make the difference.
Yeah,
That would
yeah.
be a
And
good
for the
idea.
big winner, we'll give like a T-shirt, stuff like that. I can have them.
Yeah.
I can have it sent to them from the website because we
Yeah.
got the successful aging. I think the successful
Yes.
aging do the
Okay.
plant-based. Put like successful aging plant-based challenge on the back. Winner.
Yeah,
You know, something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
That would
We'll
be
figure
great.
it out, but we're going to give you something worth your while. So I'll have the list by next Sunday, and I guess the following week we can actually go and knock it
Yeah,
out, right?
yeah. And
So
the
that way
thing
you'll
is
have the
that
people.
yeah, they're gonna have to. I'm gonna have the list and everything ready. So then they would have to, of course, do their own food shopping.
Right.
And then I'm talking about these are people that really want to make a change in their lives. They're
Right.
not talking about, oh, you know, a bag of 100 grams of walnuts might cost like $12.
Right.
No. This is about your life. You know,
Right.
a shot of whiskey in a nightclub costs $30.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, and
There
then
you go.
and then too, you got to look at what we're giving the audience. We're actually giving them something, a service that I know for me, for just 30 minutes, I mean, of my time, I mean, it's expensive. And for you, Mike, and for Doug, just having the experience alone that we calculated it in years, we're here to help you. And Mike is, I think I called you an herbologist. Is that accurate, or is that?
Yeah. You could say
Yeah.
herbologist.
Because
Some
the
people
thing
say
is that
herb, but
yeah.
it's herbs.
Herbs, okay.
Herbtologist.
So, I'm thinking this one. I'm herb. I'm thinking the wrong
Yeah.
herb. Okay. Anyway, that's what we used to. Hey, you got some herb, bruh? You got some herb?
Actually, a herpetologist is somebody that deals with reptiles.
Yeah. See.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think that they have to understand too that we're literally, we really care, and we're giving everyone who's listening, and we're going to send this out. I know on YouTube and everything. We are actually giving you a service for 6 weeks that could change your life forever.
Exactly.
So I want to encourage people to really join us in this challenge. I think I'm going to take that challenge also with Mike. And
maybe I'll do it too. Maybe we all do it, actually.
Because you know what it is, though? You know what I did? I did watermelon for a day. And I'm telling you, it changed my life. I mean, after the berry thing that we talked about and everything, and I'm looking at this thing and I'm going, let me see. And I'm telling you that the sustainability all day from watermelon, as I got to the end of the day, the only thing I dealt with, I didn't know when to cut off the eating of the watermelon. So, you know, I was kind of sleepwalking and urinating at the same time because I didn't know how powerful of a diuretic it was. And it really is. Doing that, having to learn all these things, I think is going to be good for our audience and everything.
Yes.
So, you know, we're coming to the end of the show. So, Doug and Mike, I have something to share at the end, but hey, what you guys any encouraging words for our audience?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I just want to thank everybody for always tuning in with us and sharing. And why I can't emphasize enough, this platform is all about sharing and giving back, because it's so much better to give than it is to receive. And all three of us, I'm sure I can speak for all three of us, our goal in life is to just spread the knowledge that we have and give you a better quality of life.
Yes.
So everything starts with you. You love yourself, man. You have the right perspective coming out, looking through those eyes. It's amazing what you could do, not only to your family and friends, but just to really be a positive influence in this world today. So God bless you.
Okay, Mike.
Yes. Yeah. So the meaning of that of life is whatever you ascribe to it.
That is awesome. So in closing, see, I'm this guy. I do this all the time with people, but in respect to the show, to the new platform and my awesome brothers here, I want to say that the only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. And that's what makes you ageless. So with that, Thank you so much for joining us. Please subscribe, share, and like what we do. We're actually doing this from our hearts. Our sponsors, we love you guys. Thank you so much for sticking with us. And we look forward to seeing you guys next week, unless Doug have something else to say.
Love you, my punctilious brothers of salubrious activities. Always a
Love
pleasure.
you too, man.
And
Always a pleasure.
for coming out of the woodwork, coming out of the storm that you was in, brother, you look incredibly awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Back at both of you guys.
And we'll see you guys next
God
week.
bless. Happy Sunday.
Ageless. Thank you guys so much. Bye-bye.
Work them arms, work them legs, strong for life because